Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healings. Tonight's going to be a great night. So I'm looking at the room. So far I can see Leslie. So welcome, Leslie. And I told myself I wasn't going to whine about the weather. Well, I'm not whining. Sadly, we got up to over 50 today. Isn't that sad that I'm so excited about it? Yeah. Sissy, you are on exactly the right night. That is wonderful. So, yes. Oh, and there is Mary under her business name. So if any of you were wanting to connect with her through her business, she has a Facebook page with Spirit Alive Reiki. Very exciting. So we've got so far Leslie and Sissy and Mary. I hear that it is warm in some parts of the country. Definitely not here. I mean, it snowed this week, so yeah. Or was that this weekend? I can't remember. It keeps snowing. And there's Marina. Welcome, Marina. So I'm trying to think of anything. So I think tonight's going to be just sort of a typical, we'll do some individual healing. We'll do some group healing. We'll do healing pulse. We'll do aura strengthening. Oh, I did find a new list. Where's my little... Oh, Mary's back to being Mary. I did find a new list. So, you know how I really like doing the positive emotion things? And I think my list has over 200 on it. So I found a totally new positive emotion list, but this only has 60 on it. I haven't compared, but you know how sometimes I like switching it up a bit just because sometimes things are different? Yeah. Would you believe tonight is show number 141? Wow, 50 to 80. Crazy. I could go for 80. I think in the next 10 days, I think we might hit 60 a couple times. That's pretty sad too, but I'll take it. So, if you are new here at 10 after, we will start our first healing pulse. So, yeah, so the healing pulse, it's a healing tool that I created, and it's something that you can direct where the energy goes, and it works well for physical things, emotional things, anxiety, if you're able to connect with my energy. Some people can, some people don't really feel it. And I think that's just a matter of who you connect with, who's in your soul tribe. But even if you don't connect, I suggest you stick around because there's always things that can help you. All right, so it is 10 after. We're going to do our first healing pulse. So I want you to think about where you want to receive the energy. If you've got something physical going on, that is exactly the perfect spot. But if you've got something emotional, or if you're feeling anxiety, I want you to think about where you're feeling. Sorry about that. Where you're feeling the energy. And so, like, if you are really anxious, where are you feeling that anxiousness? I know for me, it's typically the pit of my stomach if I'm really anxious. So I want you to rub your hands together until they're warm. You're activating the energies. Place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours. And then you're just going to breathe the energy in. And here's the most important part. Be open and allowing the energy to flow. Imagine with each breath in, the healing goes a little deeper, a little further. With each breath out, you are exhaling what doesn't belong, or maybe something negative. So just breathe that energy in. Mary Ruth, we're just starting a healing pulse, so we will be available in just a moment for mini healings. Just open and allowing. Okay, that was the first healing pulse of the evening. Let me know how you did. So I've got my book. So next week will be 3 years of doing, so next week will be 142 live calls that I started due to COVID. I'm trying to decide if I should continue or just cut back. Right now I'm leaning towards cutting back a bit, but I'm just not quite sure. So don't be surprised either way. It's been a lot, 141 Thursdays that I've been here. And I've thrown in a few extra days here and there. Thank you, Marina. So welcome, Amy. Yes. And there's a few of you that have been here for many of those. Oh, no, I just didn't want you to come into the room, Mary Ruth, and think I was ignoring you. We do 3 healing pulses in the night, and then we do individual healing. So watch and observe, and if you want to jump right in, feel free. So I've got my list going. Who wants me to work on them? And so Mary Ruth, with this, I take sort of a page out of the emotion code instructions where I'm looking for trapped emotions that are underlying reasons for certain issues. And so what I do is I find an event. Super, Amy, what do you want to work on? Oh, Sissy beat you to it. So Sissy is going to start with sadness. Oh, that's too bad. So what you do is you put in the comments something you want to work on. So Sissy wants to work on sadness. Mary wants to work on removing negative thinking. Leslie wants to work on overall healing. Amy's got some pain. Let's see, left thigh. I don't know if you were in the room when we did that first healing pulse, Amy. Did that help at all if you were here? Left. Oh, artist in the room. There's Paintings by Victoria. Welcome. Oh, Victoria's got back issues. Okay. I don't think I missed anyone. So I've got Sissy, Mary, Leslie, Amy, and Victoria for now. If I missed your comment, please just put it in again for me, okay? All right, so I've got a couple lists. Actually, wrong ones. Okay, so we're going to do these two. All right, so let's see what. All right, almost there, Sissy. I just need to get an age. So I'm getting, there was something that happened around age 23. So somewhere, 22, 23, 24, but 23 is like the average. And it was some type of occurrence that was really offensive to you, Missy. So I don't know if that rings a bell, but somehow it's tied to at least a layer of the sadness. This isn't the only reason for your sadness, but it's a piece of it. So let's go ahead and get rid of that trapped emotion. All right, so I'm getting that offensive energy released and the voids have been filled. Next, we're going to help Mary. Mary wants to work on removing negative thinking. So let's see. So I'm looking for the underlying reason. And usually there's typically more than one. But if we can reduce it at least a little, that's sort of exciting. This one's going to be interesting for you, Mary. I'm getting around age 22, and it's silly. So with this, most of the events that come up are pretty negative. And so when something like this comes up, like I have another list that like overjoy, but if it's positive, it's still sort of a negative because this sort of is silly in extreme, over the top, too much way. And so somehow that extreme energy is playing a role in the negative thinking somehow. So Mary, you'll have to tell me if that makes sense. And sometimes they don't make sense, but sometimes they do. It's my favorite when they do, but I've learned through doing this, 13 years, that you just trust and allow the healing to occur. So I'm going to go ahead and release silly for Mary. And if anyone new has come in and wants to put something on the list to work on, I try and go through the list at least once. If the crowd is small, sometimes we do it more than once. Okay, so that released. Next, we've got Leslie. Leslie wants to work on some overall healing. So let's see what list I'm using. And what takes me probably the longest is writing everything down because I keep track of every Thursday. So I've got the item. Let me get it age for Leslie. Age 19, Leslie, self-recrimination. So sort of like self-blame. So let's release that because that energy is playing a role. Sorry, my chat wasn't moving and I didn't realize it. So let me know if that thought comes to you, Sissy, of what that is. It can be something physical, it can be emotional. And just so you know, my internet flickered, so hopefully by the time you hear this. All right, so I'm just reading through Marina's description. Okay. Thank you for that comment. Leslie, I appreciate that feedback. Thank you. All right, so Sissy wonders if the offensive energy was around your son being born. I'm getting that isn't the exact event, Sissy, but it's during that time frame. So maybe it was something around that. Let's see, Leslie, C-section at 19. Yes, that is a piece of it, Leslie. Good job figuring that out. It has not been a good internet day. Let's see, because I'm getting that there is a layer of it has an emotional component. Let's just see. And let me just get an age. Most likely Mary. Ooh, yes. Sis, get a hit on that. So it sounds like it's good that all right, and my internet flickered again. So it's going to flicker one more time because I'm going to see if I need to switch. I've got two internet companies. Supposedly, I'm on the most reliable right now, but cable net internet in a city of 100,000 just does not work all the time. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to flip it over, okay? Okay, so I switched internet. I'm hoping that that is done with having issues. So I have the most problems with Spectrum. So, of course, that's the most expensive. And so far, the most reliable I've used is T-Mobile, which is what I'm on now. Very frustrating. All right. So, as I was 4, the internet flickered. So ages are one of the hardest things. So I've got age 23, so plus or minus a year, so somewhere 22, 23, 24. And it's something that happened where you were thwarted, because thwarted is the sort of the theme of the event. So I don't know if you had plans to do, or you had something going on and you had to change it. So let's just get the official version, although usually Victoria is my wonderful definition person, because she just knows. Thwarted. So these are more physical, but let's just see. Here we go. To run counter to or oppose. To oppose successfully, defeat the hopes or aspirations. So I don't know if that sounds like something around age 23, Mary. Welcome, Janelle. Good to see you. So you'll have to think about that and let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and release that. And it's my hope that the pain drops even just a notch. Thank you, Victoria. Wonderful. All right, so Victoria's got back issues. So let's see what we can do about that. So I'm getting something around age 39, Victoria, and it's death. But keep in mind, death isn't always physical death. It can be a major change. It can be change in job, change in friendships, the dissolution of a marriage or relationship. So it can be any of those kind of things, but it's typically an ending of some sort. So something around 39. So I'm going to go ahead and release that. So Janelle, we're just doing some individual healing. People are putting if there's anything they need to work on individually in the comments. And then I'm finding the trapped emotions that are playing a role. All right, Victoria, that released and the voids have been filled. Marina's got some anxiety and just some unsettling energy. So let's see if we can reduce that at least a bit. I just need to get an age. Sure, Janelle. And in just a moment, we will be doing a healing pulse that anyone can participate in. All right, Marina, somewhere around age 21, and it's love unreceived. So somewhere 20, 21, 22, somewhere in there. So let's release that. Okay, I'm getting that did release. and the voids have been filled. So we are going to do our next healing pulse. Usually we do 3 in a night, and especially if you've got pain, anxiety, or other things, emotional, this is wonderful for it. Although there will be some of you that won't really notice that this is helpful, but please stick around because there are other things that I do that might. Oh, and there's Anne-Marie. Welcome. Just in time, Anne-Marie. So with this, think about where you want to receive the energy. So for instance, like Amy, you'll want to put your hands on your left thigh once I tell you to do that. Victoria, you've got an area in the middle of your back. If you can't reach it with your hands, just imagine that you can. I get a yes for that, Marina. So so I wonder. So Amy, I did do yours, but I wonder if it was because of the internet flickering a bit. So I got thwarted around age 23. So somewhere 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there, where you had an event or something going on that you were prevented from something. So, and I did go ahead and release that. Well, that's definitely a change, Victoria. So thank you for confirming. I always like it when people confirm. Okay, so I think I got everyone on this round. So what I want you to do is rub your hands together until they're warm, and then you're going to place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energies. Imagine my hands on yours. And then the most important part is just be open and allowing the energy to flow. So you will be receiving my healing frequencies and also your own. And with each breath in, imagine the energy going a little deeper, a little further. With each breath out, you are exhaling what doesn't belong or maybe what isn't even yours. So just breathe that in. And Janelle, I will add you to the list when we're done with this. We usually do this about a minute or so. Just breathe in that healing energy. Some people feel the pulse if you're sensitive to energy. Okay, that was healing pulse number 2. So going back, so I'm looking through to make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Just making sure, Amy, you got my explanation on yours. So I'm going to write down Janelle. And if anyone else has not gone and wants to put something in the comments, feel free to do that. Otherwise, after Janelle, we will go on to something else. That would do it, Amy. So I hope that helps a little bit with your pain and the healing pulse too. All right, so Janelle wants to work on major chaos in relationship and choices. All right, let's see what list I'm using. All right, so I've got Janelle's, I just need an age. Around age 26, Janelle, it's anguish. So, as I said earlier, ages are the hardest thing. So, usually plus or minus a year. So, probably 25, 26, 27, anguish. So, let's release that. And the voids have been filled for that. So, next, we're going to do a couple group negative beliefs and remove them. Let's see how many I'm doing. 3. Ooh, Anne-Marie, just in time. And if you hear a dog, it's little Duncan. Are you going to be quiet? There's dogs outside barking. I hate that. Okay, so Anne-Marie, fear. I'm going to do this one. All right, Anne-Marie, I just need an age. "42, Anne-Marie, shame. Definitely good to get rid of. Shame is one of the worst trapped emotions to have. So let's release that. So I did that to release. Okay. Now we're going to work on the negative beliefs. So I'm getting, at some point, 75% of you have had this negative belief. And the negative belief is, I am unattractive. And so 75% of anyone in the room now or watching the replay have this at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and release this along with, I've got 2 more to find. The next one, I don't fit in anywhere. Let me get a percent. 55%. So a little over half of the people here in the room or watching the replay have this. One more. I think many women, there's so much emphasis on attraction and not even conventional attraction, magazine, TV model, movie kind of attraction, which is rather unreasonable. So, but hopefully this helps you by taking a layer of that negative belief away. So one more, let's see what that is. I am no good. Yes, definitely social media. You are welcome, Leslie. Very sad but true. I am no good, like 45% have that. So let's release that too. Okay, so that released too. So next, we're going to try my new positive emotion list. I'm just going to glance and see because the old list is much bigger, but sometimes they have new or different things on it. So like I like this one because it's definitely got some things that are not, some are the same, but some are different. So we're going to try this and see. You okay, Sissy? All right, so how we do this part of it. So this is the positive part of the show where you pick a word that you want me to energetically instill in you, and I will pick 2 more words that I get that you need. I wondered, Sissy. Thank you for commenting, though. All right, so to play this part, you need to pick a word that you want to be. And Sissy goes first. Sissy chose positive. Leslie chose energy. Nice. Mary's got healthy. And in just a couple more minutes, we will be doing our next healing pulse. Amy's got peaceful. Nice. Janelle. Very nice, Janelle. Janelle's got accepting love. Marina's got respected. Wonderful. Okay, so I think I got everyone. Sissy, Leslie, Mary, Amy, Janelle, and Marina. So if you're not on the list but want to be, just put it in the comments. All right, so let's see what else. Thank you for confirming that, Anne-Marie. I'm so glad we released that. Even harder that it wasn't caused by you. So, good. I'm really hoping that helps you. All right. So, I've got one more word for Sissy. I think you're going to like these, Sissy. Okay, so Sissy chose positive, and then I chose firmness and balance. I think those three go well together. Positive, firmness, balanced. Nice. So I'm going to just reinforce those. You are welcome, Victoria. All right. So Leslie is next. And when we're done with Leslie, we'll do our next healing pulse. All right, so here's what Leslie chose energy. And I chose appreciated and serenity. Those don't flow quite as well as some of these, but I think I sort of like it for you, Leslie. All right, so Victoria's got gratitude, so I'm going to add that to the list, but then we are going to do our next healing pulse. All right, so for the healing pulse, yes, Leslie, I think so too. It balances, the serenity balances out the energy. So with this, we're going to send energy to somewhere physical, somewhere emotional, or anxiety, or if you don't really have a place that you want or need to send the energy to, Anne Marie, I'm adding you to the list. Sorry, I'm a little scattered tonight. So if you don't have a place specifically to send the energy to, I suggest sending it to your head or your heart. So your heart here, or maybe even like your third eye, if you want to send energy to your pineal gland and work on a little bit on sending this intuitive gland some energy. So let's rub our hands together until they're warm, and then place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. So especially those of you who have physical things going on, I suggest you place your hands there or imagine that your hands are there. And Marina, with your anxiety or tummy fluttering, send it to your tummy. And Sissy, like that sadness, where does that sadness live? Where do you feel that? That's where you want to place your hands. And then imagine my hands on yours. And then just breathe in that healing. Allow it to flow. Okay, so that was our third and final healing pulse of the night. Let me know how you did. So there was something else I was going to add. And what was that? It'll have to come back. So next, Mary. Mary's word she chose was healthy. Let's see what words I come up with. All right, Mary, I think you're going to like these. So Mary chose healthy. And I chose support and bravery. Thank you for that feedback, Leslie. Always like to hear that. So reinforcing for Mary, healthy, support, and bravery. All right, Amy's next. So Amy chose peaceful. Let's see what I come up with for that. And if you're sort of new here, typically I use muscle testing for this. And don't really look at the words until afterwards. Great. Thank you for that feedback, Anne-Marie. All right, so Amy's word was peaceful. And then I chose benevolence and worthiness. Very nice. Yes, Mary, I thought you would like those. All right, so those are reinforced for Amy. I hope that helps. Janelle. Janelle wants accepting love. And so let's see what I choose to go with that. Okay, one more. All right, so here's for Janelle. Janelle chose accepting love, and I picked self-approval and calm. I sort of like those too, especially the self-approval, almost like self-love. All right, so those are reinforced for Janelle. Marina. So Marina chose respected. Let's see what I find to go with those. All right, so Marina chose respected. Yes, Janelle, weren't those nice? So Marina chose respected, and I chose reassurance and composure. I like how those three go together, Marina. So reinforcing those for you. All right, so Victoria chose, I wrote down gratitude, but it was more than, was it gratitude for all? For all I am. All right, so let's see what else goes with that. All right, so here's Victoria. So she chose gratitude for all I am, and I chose affinity and appreciated. Those go together nicely too, don't they? So reinforced. All right, so Anne-Marie chose love, and let's see what goes with that. All right, so Anne-Marie. So Anne-Marie chose so we've got a scammer in the room, so please just ignore them. All right, so Anne-Marie, your word was love, and I'm adding composure and tranquility. I sort of like that. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about it right now, so just ignore them. So Amy, you're asking what the first, so Amy, you chose peaceful, and I added benevolence and worthiness to that. So very nice. So here are our words for tonight. I always like to hear who you're going to borrow, your word, or what words are you going to borrow. So here's tonight's words: positive, firmness, balanced, energy, appreciated, serenity, healthy, support, bravery, peaceful, benevolence, worthiness, accepting love, self-approval, calm, respected, reassurance, composure, gratitude, affinity, appreciated, love, composure, tranquility. Nice. So, anybody going to borrow some words? There's a few in here I would like. So, what time is it? So, we're going to do the aura strengthening. And then if anyone wants to stick around afterwards, I will be pulling some oracle cards. You are welcome, Amy. Yes, Leslie, I think so too. Oh, I think self-approval is a really good one for you, Mary, for starting your business. I think that's great. Good, Anne-Marie. I like the insurance one too. Yeah, good words tonight. So the last part of the healing show is we always do aura strengthening. The wonderful thing about having a strong aura is it helps repel negativity. And as you know, there's way too much negativity in the world today. And so a strong aura helps sort of buffer you from that. And then I also like to put a bit of reflective material, little pieces of mirror in your aura. So that way, if someone's spewing some negativity, it bounces back and hits them too. So I always encourage people to use your own healing energies. But if you would also like to pull in the healing pulse energies, you just basically set the intention that that's what you're going to do. So to start, you just rub your hands together, and either you're just using your healing frequencies or the combination. And so just rub your hands together, and then you just start beaming energy to your aura. So just imagine that your aura is getting thicker and stronger. I also add some sparkle to mine just because that's me, a little sparkle obsessed. It's a good thing I was too old for glitter when glitter became popular for going out. Yeah, can you imagine? Over 15 wearing glitter? Yeah. I probably would have done it though if I had it at a younger age. So just imagine you're building up. And then also, I want you to add something inside here. So you're building up this outside. So sometimes I put in like self-love. Other times I put in, strength, positivity. Good night, sissies. Thanks for coming. So just breathe in that energy. So with this, my hands are starting to buzz. Sometimes they do during the healing pulse, and sometimes they don't. So I guess it finally just warmed up and exploded. Wonderful, Victoria. Victoria's putting peace in her. So, and I just realized that some of my little settings did not stay. All right, so that was our aura strengthening for the night. So, for anyone who stopped by tonight, I typically do these almost every Thursday, but as I said it in the beginning, today was show number 140, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue every week or if I'm going to cut back, or if maybe I just need to allow this to end. But I haven't quite decided. So I do have fun doing this, but yeah, we shall see. Yes, Victoria. So Tutu, I'm just doing short little mini readings. So I'm pulling an oracle card. So anyone who wants that, if you could pick a number between 1 and 5. So we'll see. I think I might just go to maybe a couple times a month versus every Thursday, but I just haven't quite decided. All right, so if anyone wants me to pull a card for them, pick a number between 1 and 5. All right, so Leslie, 3. Amy is 4. Janelle is 2. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I have sort of mixed feelings about it. Victoria is 5. Mary is 4. Marina is 5. Anne Marie is 1. Tutu, I've got you. You're number 1. I just need to get everyone else before they scroll past me. All right, so let's see if I got everyone. Okay, so I've got Tutu 3, Leslie 3, Amy 4, Janelle 2, Victoria 5, Mary 4, Marina 5, and Anne-Marie 1. So if I miss anyone, please put in the comments because there's sort of a lot here. But I think I got everybody. So basically I do oracle card sort of readings, and they say, especially with like tarot, look at the card and you can interpret it. So with these, some of the books are so descriptive, I would never get all that just by the card. So I just generally read the card for you. But the cards that have come up like the past, I've been doing this maybe a month or two, have been really interesting. And especially those of you who I know, sometimes I'm just shocked that the card has come up that did for you, because it's like, wow. All right, so let me get, sorry, everything's in boxes. All right, so for those of you who picked number 3, so it's Tutu and Leslie, this is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle card. So I have a question for you guys, because like in tarot, there's swords. So I've been watching this tarot lady on YouTube, and she says the W very strongly. So is that a regional thing where some people say swords versus swords? Yes, Leslie, I do recall you've gotten a few that were like such strong messages that were just like right on. It was shocking. Ooh, and one just popped out. Oh, I like it when that happens. Okay. All right, so I've got the first card. Okay, so I just need to get the book ready. And then I typically write it down because sometimes we go back and look. And if you want to remember this, take a picture of the screen, okay? So with this, yeah, I don't say the W either, Victoria. So I thought, well, maybe that's a regional thing. All right, so as I said, this is the Sword of Light Oracle card. And this is number 25. It says, put your creative energy into action. So Tutu, this is for you. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. Oh, that's nice. So I'm going to read what it says in the book. All right. So this is from Michael. Michael says, you are at a point in your life where you need to be creative. I have been giving you this message repeatedly because it relates to your life purpose. However, it may seem difficult to find inspiration or the motivation to act upon it. I will use my sword of light to remove your self-doubts and any energetic blocks to your creativity. Also, my sister, Archangel Gabrielle, is the perfect one to help you now. See, that's a difference because I say Gabriel, but the author of this, the cards, is saying Gabriel. So Gabriel says, I am the archangel of creativity, communication, and motivation. I can help you create beautiful works of art, communicate your vision with the perfect words in writing or public speaking, and most importantly, feel the impulse to get it done. Whenever you need a brilliant stroke of inspiration or someone to give you a little angelic push, I'm here for you. Let me blow my copper trumpet to fire up your passion and help you make amazing creations. Wow. Very nice, Tutu. I hope you are motivated to put your creative energy into action. That's pretty cool. I hope it's something exciting. You'll have to come back and tell me what new and cool thing you are working on. Okay, so next, Leslie also chose the Sword of Light Oracle. Okay. Oh, you're going to like this one too, Leslie. All right. Let me just get the book. It does make me wonder if we've gotten something similar to this before. Just because. You'll have to let me know. It seems somewhat familiar, but I'm not sure why. Okay, so Leslie, the card that you got is Trust Your Angels. It says, let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Really nice message for you. So it says, you are trying way too hard to dictate the process and the outcome of how your life unfolds. Stop trying to micromanage everything and instead have faith that your angels have the situation under control. Ask me, and I can use my sword of light to cut the cord on the buzzing of that ego of yours so that you can ease into a place of peace, understanding that you are divinely loved and everything is going to be all right. That's almost funny, Leslie. Dear one, you need to calm down. I assure you that we in heaven do know what your dreams are, and we also want you to be happy in all ways. Trust your guardian angels, the other archangels, and me to bring you a joyful and perfect outcome, even if it's a little different than what you have envisioned. And typically, when the angels bring you something, it's typically better than you could have even imagined. So that's pretty funny. Is that why it's so familiar, Victoria? It's like very interesting. But a wonderful card for you, Leslie. All right, so next, Amy. Let's see what deck Amy is getting. So Amy is getting the Energy Oracle cards. You are very welcome, Leslie. And so this is Mary has also picked this deck. So we've got Amy and then Janelle next. Ooh, one fell up. Oh. Okay. So you know how I said was that Leslie's card, or was it Tutu's card, where it was Archangel Gabriel? Well, this one is Archangel Gabriel. Notice very manly Archangel there. So let me just get there in the book. So with this, it says 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And so for any of you who aren't familiar with chakras, the 5th chakra is the throat chakra, dealing with communication, speaking your piece. So I'm going to hold that up. So Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound, integral value. Speak up for yourself, write in your journal, let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. Really nice. This card also has an affirmation. So the affirmation is, my throat chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. Very nice, Amy. Yeah, I hope that helps you. All right, so let's see. Janelle is next. And Janelle is getting the Ascension Angel cards from Melanie Beckler. So, all right, so let's see what comes up for her. You are welcome, Amy. Ooh, and they all go fallen. Just looking for one to follow, not a whole bunch. All right, so this is Janelle's card that's coming next. So this gal, Melanie Beck, on YouTube. I get her emails too because I bought this deck and one other deck directly from her. She does a lot of meditations and other things like that. Okay. Wow, this is nice. Okay, hold on. Let me write down. Okay. Janelle, this is your card. So it says, honor how far you have come. And this is also connected with Archangel Jeremiel, who I'm not sure who that is. So maybe it'll say in the description. So let's see. So take a moment to honor your path leading up to this point. Honor the lessons you have learned, the wisdom you've gained, and the readiness within to continue onward. Honor how far you've come as you prepare to turn the page on what has been and begin again, stepping into uncharted territory and entirely new possibilities. Your future is empowered by your willingness to live your life with your heart open to follow the guidance of your heart and to allow whatever is happening in your life to be okay. You have what it takes to complete your soul work, one day and one moment at a time. Do not get caught up in all the details of how to create the big picture or the overwhelming list of things you have to do, but rather continue to choose love and joy in the moment. You are here to make a difference one small step at a time, one moment at a time. Allow the energy of your higher self to align with your being now, to renew and re-inspire you to continue. Continue further on your journey through life at an accelerated pace now, to fully embody the light of your higher self and authentic spirit than you have ever before. Wow, Janelle, I think that sort of hit things right on. Very cool. So I hope that helps, Janelle. All right, so Victoria, you are next. And so Victoria, you are getting the Whispers of Healing cards. And this deck is my most beautiful deck. All right. They're a little bigger though, so they're harder to shuffle. Yes, Janelle, very powerful. Good night, Leslie. You have a good evening too. All right, so let's see. Although I guess it's appropriate, Victoria, that with you being the artist, you get the most beautiful card deck. Although the others are nice, but these are beautiful. Okay. Oh, there's a dragon on your cards, Victoria. All right, so let's see. All right, the name on the card says barriers. So you have created barriers or defense mechanisms that may be preventing emotional or mental healing. The universe is eagerly waiting and willing to assist you with your healing, but you may not be receiving healing you desire. Something seems to be blocking or hindering your restoration. The obstacle may be a protective measure you have put in place to keep your heart from further harm. This shield may seem necessary and logical. However, it is also preventing the healing light being sent to you from penetrating and healing your pain. Defense mechanisms are a response to being wronged, hurt, rejected, abandoned, or abused. You may have made a mental vow not to allow yourself to feel a certain type of pain again. Once the block is in pain, you may find it difficult to talk about certain situations or to receive corrective information about your experience. By identifying the root cause of your defense mechanisms, healing can begin. You need to be willing to tear down the walls you've built so that healing can occur. So now it talks about the image. So it says, a woman rides high on the back of a dragon in the middle of the ocean. The shoreline is covered with jagged rocks and looks completely unapproachable. Smoke comes from the dragon's mouth as if it might breathe fire at any moment. You have created a similar type of energy with the walls you've built around you. Remember, fear does not keep you safe. Be willing to make some changes. Talk to someone about what you're harboring so that your healing process can begin. The full moon shines her light on whatever it is you are ready to release. The turbulent water shows this may not be easy for you to do. However, the same turbulent water can be cleansing and will help you move forward. The stars in the sky are your blessings. They suggest that there are many sources that will come to you. They suggest that there are many sources that will help you become free. Wow. Very interesting. I hope that helps you, Victoria. Okay, Mary, you are next. And Mary's got the Energy Oracle cards. Good. I like it when it fits. I hope it was helpful too, though. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So this, Mary, are you prepared for this, Mary? It is the world. And the description title is Expansion, Opening Up. So the man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is so wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you. And now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. So here is the message that goes, or the affirmation that goes with you. My life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. Wow, Mary. Pretty cool. The world is your oyster. All right. Very exciting. Marina, you are next. And Marina, you've got the healing deck. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. And then I've got Anne Marie. Very much wow, Mary. And if no one else has come in, Anne Marie will be our last one for the night. Okay. All right, so this card says well-being. Having an upbeat nature doesn't just happen. If you would like to enjoy your life and maintain a positive outlook, it is important to take an enthusiastic approach. Staying positive and appreciative through life's dilemmas can prove difficult. Examine your approach to life. Reflect on how your lifestyle and worldview impacts your attitudes and behaviors. Once you have clarity in these areas, you can let go of what is not effective and make change towards your wellness. Make a real effort to change your unhealthy habits. Through this process, you will be able to determine what is essential to you. As you alter your behavior, you will enjoy a sounder body, mind, and spirit. This will mean balancing your relationships and work. You will be able to find healthy channels where you can spend your time more favorably and enjoyably. And this part describes the card. So it says, the flowing hair and light surrounding this illuminated fairy depict the natural flow of energy. Foxglove, which I think is one of the flowers on there, relates to self-awareness and knowing where your energy is best utilized. The spider webs point to life choices and places where you might be deceiving yourself. As you balance your well-being, you will untangle your webs, change your habits to bring more wellness into your life. Very nice, Marina. I hope that helps you. All right, so next, Anne Marie. And so Anne Marie, we have the goddess cards. They're sort of like my fanciest cards. They have gold trim. A little shiny. All right, so let's see what comes up for Anne Marie. You are welcome, Marina. I hope that helped. Ooh, there's one sticking out. We're going to choose this one. I think this is going to be another good card. We had a lot of good cards for people tonight that I really think fit well. All right, so Anne Marie, you received Athena. And the title right below her name, it says Inner Wisdom. And then it says, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So here is the message directly from Athena. I'm happy to assist you. However, you'll be most thrilled when you first consult your own inner bank of knowledge, for I assure you that this situation is already resolved and that you have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must first quiet your mind. Surrender all worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes. Note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. If you like, you can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly. But have faith. I assure you that you have heard, and that the guidance brings you and your loved ones very good news indeed. So here are a summary of the various meanings of this card. It says, stop procrastinating, stop giving away your power to others, trust your gut, don't second guess yourself, you are correct, notice recurring ideas and take action on them. Very nice. So you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay, Anne Marie. Very cool. So I think on that note, I'm going to end tonight's mini healing and oracle cards. So thank everyone for being here. And those of you who are still here, thank you. I hope to see everyone next Thursday. Good night, Victoria. You are very welcome, Mary. Take that card to heart now. Good night, Anne Marie. Have a good night. Hope to see everyone next week.